Hey Matt, Marky's live. I'm going live to keep myself from going to sleep. I'm scared I'll fall asleep. I done fell asleep one time and I got up, so now I'm here till I have to go pick up my daughter. It's gonna be like 2 in the morning or something. Because they're coming back from a football game. Hey Teresa, how are you? I don't even blame y'all if y'all don't stay in here with me the whole time. I'm good. I have to wait for my daughter to get back from the football game, so I'm just coming on here to stay awake. Oh my gosh. Me too, Teresa. Me too. I fell asleep a while ago, so I'm like here. I'm just awake. What time is it where you are, Matt? It's 10:03 p.m. here, which is my bedtime. So y'all gonna get to watch me struggle. Okay. Is that see, I can go to sleep. I just gotta wait on her. 3:03 a.m. Wow. That's some serious late. I definitely could go to sleep right now if I lay down and cut the light off. I'd be gone. Thank you, Teresa. If anybody wants a free yes or no or an oracle card, I would do it. You're welcome. Have you been doing your Reiki stuff? I remember last time you were telling me about some classes you had taken with Reiki. Matt is in here at 3:03. Oh, so you don't have any more classes left? All right, let's give Matt a general. I'm at my mom's and she's in there in her bed. So I'm at her kitchen table. Last class is next Friday. You'll be done. That's good. You go, girl. Then you can I don't know how that Reiki works, but I was going to say then you can do that on your channel. You could put like tarot and Reiki or something. For your name, you could put traveling gypsy tarot and Reiki or something like that. So people would know. Great song by Teddy Smith, Bad Dreams. Oh, I thought you were asking me if I was having bad dreams. Hey, Cedra. How you doing? You been thinking about that? You could make like price packages or something. You could even make a website, Teresa. All right, you got the King of Swords. 8 of Cups reversed. 8 of Wands reversed. This is like that song, Matt. I don't know if you know this song, but it's like, know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em. You called it. You said I don't look like I'm in the mood. That's because I'm having to stay awake for my daughter to get off the football game and I just woke up. But that, know when to walk away and know when to run. Because the King of Swords is about truth, honesty, clarity. People that aren't in your life to play games, emotionally manipulate you, friends, family, co-workers, whoever it is. The King of Swords energy, it's like your main goal should be to take some sort of inventory of your life and who is good for your life and who isn't. And then the Eight of Cups reversed is like the ones that are authentically good for you, hold on to those relationships and cut off the ones that are not good. Eight of Wands reversed. Cut off the communication. Cut off the energy exchange. But the ones that are for your best good, keep those around. So do like a truth inventory. You too, Megan. Thank you. This is about truth inventory of the people in your life. I feel like that's what you need to do. So even if you care about the person, if they're not for your best good, sometimes you have to put distance between you and that person. I think that's what it's basically saying, Matt. Whether it's friends, family, or co-workers. It could even be people that are emotionally manipulative with the King of Cups reversed at the bottom. And Cedra, what I was saying is you're exactly right. I just woke up and I have to stay up until like 2 a.m. So that's why I came on here with y'all, so I would stay awake. The struggle is real. Y'all can probably see it in my hair. See it in my whole self. I don't see how my daughter enjoys it. I'm glad she does, but she be staying up over like early for school and then doing these games on Friday night. This is the latest one we're going to have all season, so. Jose Sanchez. What are you talking about? On here. That's because my iPad doesn't have it. Thank you, Megan. If you want a yes or no question, or I'll give you one. Oh my Lord. I'm buffering? Oh gosh. Let me see if I can put my Wi-Fi on. Did that help any? No, it's on my end. I just turned on the Wi-Fi. Maybe that'll help. Thank you. Hey, Dan the man. We don't have subscribers only mode today. It was my scrappy internet I have here at my mom's house, Megan. But Megan, if you want like a yes or no or a general, or if you want some oracle cards, I'll give you some. Howdy, Brian. How you doing? Megan says she got a scrappy phone. All right, you go ahead and think, girl. Yes, Matt. Some of them be trolling, so I just zap them. When they troll, I zap. I just got up from a nap, Dan. Hey, Sophie girl. I'm gonna use it, Megan. Scrappy made it funnier. But like, my scrappy phone acting up today. Me too, Dan. Now I gotta stay awake for 4 hours. I don't see how people do it. All right, Alicia said, should I search for love outside my comfort zone? I know that this is annoying to hear, but anytime we put our energy, like if we make that a priority to search for love, then the universe is going to give us something to search for, and it's going to make you feel like you're going in circles. You kind of have to move your focus onto something else and let that work itself out. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying you might get discouraged because when you search for anything, it's going to hide from you. That's the universe plays our game with us, you know? Okay, Teresa. The universe plays whatever game we're playing with us. Matt is vibing to that song. I never heard of that song either. Should Alicia search for love outside of her comfort zone? Lovers reversed. Hierophant card. This is saying more about you should be open to communication if someone comes in to get your attention more than you pursuing the love. Because the Knight of Swords is here, which is about communication coming in towards you. So if a person that's not your normal type reaches out to you or tries to get your attention and is someone that would be out of your comfort zone because they're not your type, I feel like saying that would be where you could possibly find a commitment through just not putting any labels on anything. Just allow yourself to get to know people. Even if you think it's someone that's not your type, at least give them a chance by communicating with them. That's the best thing to do. But the Lovers reversed is here, so I don't think you should just like pursue it or search for it. Allow it to come into you. What is it, Phil? Mm-hmm. They can't see you. Alright. You want me to make it where the
It ain't playing.
earbuds are? Okay.
Yeah.
So you go to settings.
I didn't see how you went to settings.
Oh, okay. Oh, get out of here. Let me get out.
The
Alright.
settings down here. On the bottom, where I
Okay.
can find them.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, when you go to settings, go to your Bluetooth and cut it off.
Okay.
And then whenever you cut it back on, you just go down to Jonah's AirPods and click on them and it'll connect back to it.
I just couldn't find settings.
Okay. She needed help finding the settings on their iPhone. You're welcome, Alicia. All right, Megan, let's see. Will you get a promotion soon? Should I ask for one or wait? I don't know. I'm bad at these. All right, let's see. You're saying, should you take action to get the promotion? Should you speak up about it? Or should you just wait and let it work itself out? You're welcome, Matt. I'd be scared to ask too, so don't be feeling bad if you do. It makes me feel awkward. There's this one lady, I see her on social media all the time. I think her name is Millennial Manager. I could be wrong about the name. I think it's Millennial Manager. But she always talks about like different advice about jobs. I like to listen to her. All right, Megan. Should you speak up about it or wait it out? Let's see. You done found Dan some new music. Alright, you're not scared to ask, you just don't know at the time. That's even better. As long as you're not scared to ask, that's good. Alright, bye Matt. Not unless you get behind me.
That's why I want to go get my mouth with. Not that one over.
She don't want to be on the camera. They can't see you right there though.
Okay.
Bye! Exactly. Hey, intuitive. The process to live be blowing my mind. The full reversed came out, Megan. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Eight of Cups reversed. Ten of Pentacles reversed. Everything is telling me to wait. Every card. I don't know why that is, but the full reversed is here. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Eight of Cups reversed says don't give up on the idea that you need the promotion or that you desire the promotion. Don't give up, because whatever skills you have, you can get the promotion. But it's saying like wait, because the Seven of Wands is even here. Be ready also when you mention it, and have like a concrete list in your mind about why you're asking for it. Base it on like what value are you providing? What energy you're going to be given in terms of value for this difference in pay that you are wanting to swap for. Even the Knight of Swords reverse, like maybe not yet. So maybe the reason why, you said you had a feeling to wait, maybe it's because you need to like focus weekly or whatever, however you work, daily, weekly, monthly, on an overview or a summary of the value you're providing and why it's a good idea for you to get that promotion or that raise or whatever it is. And then you'll have like a concrete way to stand up for yourself, speak up for yourself. It'll make logical sense to whoever it is you're trying to bring this to as to why you need more, because your value is there. Yes, be strategic. You're a digital media trader. That sounds fun. That sounds fun. You are very welcome, Megan. Thank you, baby. A digital media trader. That's something new in the world, I'm sure. Spiritual life for daddy. Honestly wondering if looking for a new place to live will be beneficial or if staying is better. All right. Will looking for a new place to live be beneficial? Moving to a new place is always going to take us out of our comfort zone usually. So it feels uncomfortable, but it usually helps us. especially if we're in the process of changing our energy while we're moving. Thank you, Fiona. I'm at my mom's, waiting on Emily to get out of this football game. I hope you had a good day. It ain't quite time for you to move yet. I would hold out on doing that with the Strength card and the Eight of Cups reversed. It's like, don't give up on where you are currently. Bloom where you're planted first with the Nine of Pentacles. What did that mean? Saving up a little bit more money or working on some habits you want to change about yourself. What are things you can do where you are right now that you have control over to be better, a better vibrational match to moving? Having more money saved up for a down payment, having these certain habits you don't want to take with you, go ahead and start working on them now. This is like preparation, spiritual training and strength to bloom where you're planted, and then when the time is right, this energy will go away. But it's like for right now, it's more like bloom where you're planted. That's the best advice for your highest good. Even though it may not feel good always. Sometimes we just want to move. But if you focus on where you are currently, focus on getting your money right, I feel like you'll be glad you did it. You are very welcome. Uh-oh, there's my man. Jonathan, the gigolo, has entered the building. I'm just kidding, Jonathan. How are you doing? Thank you very much. I hope you've been having a good week and month. I don't know how long it's been since you've been in here. It's been a while. There's no telling what time it is there either. It's 10:23 here. I know you have like a bunch of hours ahead of me. All right, how does Erna think and feel about me? It has been a while, hadn't it, Dan? My mama made banana bread. That's the cool thing when you go to your mama's house. She always cooks stuff and you don't have to cook it and you can eat it. Is this your friend, Jonathan? Hey, cards. I could understand that, Fiona. Because banana bread is kind of like a muffin. I eat bananas, but they're not my favorite. I love fruit, but bananas are definitely not my favorite. A female friend of your girlfriend group. I got you. What does Erna feel and think? Your sister made 4 or 5 loaves of zucchini bread with baby. That junk is so good. I remember when I was still married, we always had a garden. And we would have so much zucchini. And I got this recipe from my grandmother. And we would like grate the zucchini up and make zucchini bread. That stuff is so good. Me too, Fiona. Zucchini bread is where it's at. Definitely. All right. How does this person think and feel about Jonathan? The 5 of Cups came out sideways, so I'm putting it back. Y'all walked around with a zucchini fart. Oh boy. good memories made when you have a garden. You gotta dig up the potatoes and pick the peas and shell the peas, make pickles out of cucumbers. That's fun to me. This person that's in your friend group, they feel like you bring a sense of peace to the group in general or just to them. If they ever have times where they're feeling down or like dissatisfied in their life, Four of Cups, they feel like you give them clarity and peace with the Four of Swords and the Ace of Swords. You're someone that'll help get them back on the right track, Two of Wands reversed, especially if they're just not seeing things clearly or they're having a rough day. They'll have like a conversation with you and it'll pick up their energy with the Wheel of Fortune. They also think, from their perspective, they feel like you would make someone a very good husband. And I don't know why, but I feel like they think of it as like in the future. Hierophant, Wheel of Fortune. They feel like you would make someone a very good husband, like you would be that person's teammate or a really good spouse, Queen of Pentacles and the Temperance card. And it's because you have this gift that helps to balance them out. So since they see that in you, they feel like you would make someone a good husband or a good partner. They think that sometimes they get in this energy of like Seven of Pentacles reversed, not seeing everything that's in front of them in the best of ways. And they see you as someone that's able to help ease them back onto the path to see it from a new perspective. It gives them clarity and it gives them peace most of all. They also see you as very patient with them or in general. I don't know if it's just with them or if they think you're patient in general. But it's more like someone that they can talk to and get their head out of their ass. That may not be the words they use, but you know what I'm saying? Like someone that, you're someone that can help them ground, get back to reality and see the good side of things, even when they're not feeling the best in the world. Because sometimes I feel like they get down and out. And even if you're not aware of this, you help pull this person out of that energy at times. And it's because of the things you say or how you interact with them. It gets their mind in a more clear, better place. So overall, it's like they see you as someone who would make a good partner for someone. And also you're a good friend at the same time. So there's no negative energy here. Even if you and this person don't always see eye to eye, even if it's not perfect always, overall it's a good, wholesome connection. In terms of their intentions towards you, the way they see you, they view you as someone who's very stable and calm and patient. Temperance, Queen of Pentacles. You would make someone a good partner. And you bring peace and clarity wherever you go. So it's not a bad energy at all. I feel like they admire you. There's an admiration there. I don't know if you've helped this person before, like by putting your time into the friendship a lot, or if you've given them gifts or anything pentacle related. I feel like they appreciate that if you have done that or if you've thought of doing that. They just appreciate your efforts towards them. Peas have plant protein. What type of cereal my mom has? Let me go see. Lucky Charms and Fruit Loops. I love Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops are good. I might have to eat me some Fruit Loops before I leave. Everything tastes better at your mom's house, you know? She is a kid at heart. That's so true. Very much so. She will make me laugh too. She's taking us tomorrow, or going with us tomorrow, to get Emily a dress for homecoming. And she's going to be driving, and that's going to be funny as all get out. I be holding on when she's driving. We have to drive in traffic. I'm not looking forward to the traffic part. I hope we can go to one store and find the dress and go like grab some food and come back home. I don't really like to go in traffic. No, Dan, actually her and her friend, her friend that's a girl, neither one of them have a guy asking them to homecoming, but they're still going, so I probably would pass out if they did ask her. I know that's bad. She's in the 9th grade, so I need to face it, huh? Brave souls, very cool. You want to go to London one day? All right, I got a Cash App donation, but I don't want to say the person's name in case they don't want me to say that on here. So I'll just wait for that person to let me know. Yes, Fiona, she's a freshman in high school. Okay, can you give me like the first letter of the name, Love Bug, so I know I got the right one? All right, got you. Okay. Hey, Bobby B. All right, let's do this. What's coming towards me in love? And also, Fiona, you said that you want to go to London one day. You're going to order fish and chips, and that'll be your first meal there. I feel like I'd be scared to go to London, and maybe it's just because it's not in my home country. That would be the only reason. Me too, Fiona. Time flies. I remember being in high school too, and now I have a kid in high school, and one graduated. Hey, David. All right, I'm going to ask about the Gemini love bug, and then I'm going to see if something new besides that is also in there. Okay? You like London, Jonathan? Jonathan would have to be our tour guide, Fiona. The days are long, but the years are short. That's so true. Makes me want to cry. All right, love bug, what's coming towards you in love? And they have all these old buildings and stuff. Yeah, we'll just get our backpacks like the Gilmore Girls and go for it. I agree, love bug. After high school, time just flies. We're just going to have to win the lottery, Jonathan. Me and Fiona will have to win the lottery and then get our backpacks and get to traveling. 2027 will be your 40-year reunion. I know 2024, I had been out of school for 20 years and like it doesn't I don't feel any more mature than I was when I was 30, and now I'm about to be 40 this year. Spiritual life. Do I think your cat would enjoy a sibling? Probably yes, but you have to ask yourself, do you feel like taking care of another cat? But I would say yes. Especially like if you leave your cat at home and stuff and you have to go to work like most of us do. You know, they probably will get into stuff, but they'll have fun together. I think the cat would love another sibling. All right, love bug. Anything new in love? And what about this Gemini? 4 of Wands. That's a new opportunity right there. Dang, you got the 4 of Wands and the 2 of Cups. I'm just gonna, I'm not good with time. I don't know how to do time. I'm totally guessing, but 4 Wands, so within the next 4 weeks, 4 months, 4 days, like there's some sort of new opportunity that could be mutual here with the 2 of Cups. And it may start out as someone that you know as a friend or a co-worker. I wouldn't recommend doing it if you work directly with that person every day, day in and day out. But maybe someone from a different department or a friend of a friend. This person knows someone and you know someone, and this is a mutual person in the middle. 3 of Pentacles, Page of Cups. This is a new thing. So think more, it's like, that's good that you don't date coworkers, but think of how you know like a coworker. It's like you know of them, but you don't know them. That's the same kind of energy as this. Page of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. Could be someone you know through your friend, or, you know, pretend you have a sister who's married and then they have someone that her husband knows someone like that. That's the way this could show up. And it's someone that doesn't have bad intentions with the Devil reverse, and it's also someone that you would be mutually interested in. I think you just kind of have to like leave the door open. Whoever or whatever this is, I don't really think you actually like already know this person well, like communicate with them regularly or anything, because it's just like the opportunity is coming or going to be open to you. You just kind of have to let it kind of happen, whoever this is, a mutual person. But it's definitely not saying you're going to get married tomorrow. It's a Page of Cups, so it will be something new. Now I'm asking about the Gemini. The Gemini is definitely, like if you get them comfortable, they are a talker. Queen of Swords, 8 of Wands. But the only problem with the Gemini is they're emotionally unavailable or emotionally immature. And that may cause you to want to hold back, or both or them. So there's a blockage around emotions with this person. Not because of you, though. This is just who they are. That's what their energy is showing me. They're definitely someone that, if you get them comfortable, they're going to open up and they're going to talk to you and communicate. Communication could get good if they got comfortable, but not for romance, because romance requires emotional vulnerability, emotional availability, and that's not happening. So Spirit is saying, don't really give your energy to this person if you want romance. However, I do feel like something between now and 4 months, there's going to be an opportunity for something that is new, very new, Page of Cups, that has potential. And the only reason why it has potential is that you and this person will be mutually interested in each other, and you'll see things in the same way. Like 3 of Pentacles is where 2 people bring both something to the table together, and you can build a foundation with that. So I would say, you know, if you want to be friendly to the Gemini person, or, you know, no hard feelings, but don't really give romantically to it, and just keep your door open. This is like at home when you have your real door open, but your screen door is shut, but you can still see outside. So if someone pulls up to visit, they can come knock and you'll let them in very easily. It's like that. You're not really searching for it, but you're available for it. You got the door open, so if they come and knock, you can open it. This is an open window or door of opportunity that the universe is saying the energy would support it if you let it in. But I feel like it's something brand new that will be between now and the next 4 months. So if I was you and I had a journal, I would probably jot it down and then just kind of forget about it. And then come back to that and say, hey, did this pan out this way? Did this person show up? And they have a lot of nurturing energy underneath the bottom. Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. So whoever this is would be someone that would actually want something stable with you. But it's going to be something very new in the beginning. It may even come out as, a friend. You said astrological signs. Well, there's a lot of pentacles, so any earth energy, but I don't want to tell you a sign because the reason why is it's just energy. And if I say a sign and then it's not that person, you know what I mean? It just feels like they have the attributes of stability, groundedness. It's just a lot of pentacles, right? But the good thing is it's balanced out with this Two of Cups. So it's not just pentacles. There's also emotional availability here, a mutual connection that can form through the stability, through you building a foundation with this person. So even if it starts out as a friendship, it can grow naturally into something more if it's nurtured, because the Queen of Pentacles is here. And I don't say it's good cards unless good cards come out. So for something new coming in, I feel like now, between now and the next few months, an opportunity is going to show up that is something favorable. There's a favorable outcome that could happen. But this Gemini person is someone that it's kind of like a spiritual lesson to learn when to recognize emotional immaturity or unavailability and just kind of resist the temptation. The reason why the Gemini would be enticing, though, is that there could be a mental connection easily formed with this person. Queen of Swords, Eight of Wands. So if they get comfortable and you start talking, you could easily form that mental connection, but the blockage is around their emotions. He's not available. But yeah, the blockage is around his emotional part. So yeah, he would be a no-go. If I was you, I would do the whole metaphor. Leave my house door open with the screen shut. If someone comes and knocks on it, allow it to show itself as to what it wants to be. I feel like it'll start as either a friendship or a mutual friend between the two of you, a mutual person, like both people know that person, and that could be how you get acquainted with each other. And they don't have bad intentions. The Devil is reversed. And a lot of the cards are very grounded and stable cards. So it just feels like it has potential if both people come to the table correctly. And the best thing about it is there's mutual interest when this happens. But it's just going to start small, so don't overlook it if it starts out small. Page of Cups, Three of Pentacles. If it starts out as something very simple, it could turn into more if both people put the work in, I feel like. Because Ten of Pentacles is the ultimate goal when you have the Two of Cups with it, you know? So I feel like one good thing is a possibility. And then, like you said, the Gemini is a no, not available. Do you want an oracle card with it, Love Bug? I have some oracles from this deck. I don't go to my reunions either, Fiona. I'm not very reunion-like. Y'all had 900 people in your town? That's a small town. You had your 40th class reunion in 2023. Did you go to it, Dan? I probably won't ever go to mine, but I only had my little few set of friends. I was so quiet in high school, no one would remember me even, I can guarantee that. I don't know how big your school was. I was kind of quiet too, Fiona. I'm sure they'll remember me because it was such a small school, but I have no desire to go. I had my few little friends and that was it. 140 people in your class. If I had to guess, I would say we had like 60. I ain't exactly sure, but probably about 60 people was our whole class. Definitely. It wasn't much. And that's probably putting it like stretching it a little bit. Hey, BB. Two good friends from 8th to the 10th grade you saw 2 years ago. I'm good. How are you? I don't know if Lovebug left, but Lovebug, if you want an oracle and you hear me, just let me know. Am I gonna make it till 2 a.m., y'all? I got 3 hours. This is gonna be serious. My mama said, "You sure can, BB." My mama's like, "Use some of this coffee right here, and I have creamer." Dan told me to get a Diet Coke. Mama has Mountain Dew. Maybe I need to get some of her Mountain Dew. Oh my gosh. Does H miss BB? All your friends are gray and chubby, Dan. And Dan, if it gets too late and you have to go, I understand. Please don't stay on my behalf. Does H miss BB? Dang it, Dan. That ain't cool. Now I done got the hiccups. I always have the loudest hiccups in the world. What the heck? King of Cups. Hangman. Yes, but I don't see them doing anything about it. And I don't know if they're like pining and missing, but they do, from their perspective, they have some sort of emotions for you. But I don't see them willing to act on it, BB. Like take action on it. Hangman is about no action. It makes you feel kind of like stagnant. You're welcome. Maybe I should get some Mountain Dew. What do y'all think? Let me see if she's got a 2-liter open. I know it, Dan. I need a kick, cards. I never drink Mountain Dew. All I normally drink is water or aloe water. But I have 3 hours. I'm going to have a tarot marathon. I know what we could call it. It's a tarot-thon. I know it, Dan. It's not good. I know it's bad for me. I don't know. Like, one day I'm going to get better at it. Maybe when I get old, I won't like sugar. Yes, Fiona. It's going to probably be closer to 3 a.m., honestly, because the drive is like 4 hours from here. Marky is doing readings. A Marley-tron. A Marley-thon. I know, Fiona. Emily better be glad I love her. That's all I can say. That's why I stayed at my mom's, because my mom's is like less than 5 minutes from the school. So as soon as she texts me that they're about to be here, I can just leave here and go get her, and then we'll go home. But I'm about like 15 or 20 minutes when I'm at my house from the school, so I wanted to be like really close by. Hey, Hassan Robinson. Yeah, anybody that doesn't stay with me, I do not blame you. I would be up in my bed snoozing. If she does, I have no idea where it would be. I bet she does, though, Dan. An old-fashioned kitchen timer. I bet she's got one that does the little, that just spins. I've seen it somewhere here. Hey, Gigi. Right now it's 10:54, so about 3 hours. Possibly 4. I don't know. When they start to be on their way back, they'll like put it in the group. You be going down them rabbit holes at night, Fiona? That's pretty cool. I love a good rabbit hole. Intuitive insights, you can have a free yes or no question, or you can have an oracle cards from this deck. You just let me know which one. You can ask the yes or no, just post it in the chat. Or if you say, hey, I want an oracle card, I'll give you one of these. Hey, Tanya. My friend is in the building. You can, Gigi. All right, does Rahul miss me? Oh, you sure can, Miss Bikini. I always have time. Miss Bikini's the one that sent me the deck, so I always have to give her a card now. All right, Intuitive, I'll get you, baby. We doing a tarot-thon, Miss Bikini. You was doing some adulting. Part of our life, unfortunately. Does R miss Gigi? Fiona, you remember the Gigi name? It makes me think of on the Gilmore Girls when Lorelai was mad that Chris's fiance was naming the daughter Gigi. She's like, she's copying me. Gigi, Rory, it's a double consonants. It's 2 syllables with consonants. It's the same. And then she wanted to mess up the bathroom at the baby shower. I swear, I watch Gilmore Girls too much. Seven of Wands reversed. Hangman reversed. This person is focused on other things, Gigi. Hangman reversed. They are not willing to see things outside of a very narrow-minded perspective. So I think they're focused on other things. So I would say right now, no. They're more like focused on other things. Whatever that means for this person. Lately, I've been obsessed over this former band and its members who could have been hooking up, Marley. That's my new rabbit hole. I'm with you. I'm with you. I know my son. He read this book about Motley Crue, and he told me all about the story of that, and it intrigued me. That made me think of a band. All right. Sophie, I didn't see your question, baby, but if you want a free yes or no or an oracle card, you can have it. All right, Miss Bikini, I'm going to give you some oracles, and then intuitive, you'll be after Miss Bikini for oracles. All right, Miss Bikini. Be brave enough to become who you were always meant to be. This always makes me think of the Strength card. Because the line, so basically saying, the things you've went through over the past however long has created a lot of spiritual strength and tenacity within you, even though it's not fun to go through. And kind of like embrace your authentic self. Be brave enough to become who you were always meant to be. Meditation can supply you with the answers you need. And for me, meditation can be anything. We can be at work, and like if it's something that we've done 100 times, we can be in a state of meditation while we're doing it. Because anything that your brain does not have to like consciously think about it, you can meditate while you're doing it. Even washing the dishes, doing certain things at work, All right, and then this one says, every day is a fresh new start. So if one day you don't get done what you think you should have, or you don't accomplish as much as you wanted to, you don't get as far as you wanted to, tomorrow is a new day. You can start fresh again. Don't bring yesterday's troubles into today's world. And don't worry about tomorrow, what shouldn't be there. Only focus on the here and the now and one day at a time as best as you can. I know that's not always possible, but I feel like saying focus in one day at a time. Work is so busy, I can't keep up with it. That card resonates. All right, and then I didn't get one on the bottom. What was on the bottom for Miss Bikini? You can, Jasmine. You can have an oracle. There's a few people in front of you, but I'll get to you if you hang out for a minute. All right, this is going to be your bottom card. Let love sink its teeth into your heart, Miss Bikini. This is just about like any kind of love. Even if it's friendly love, friendships like you have here with us, that kind of stuff. Let love sink its teeth into your heart. That's a cutie patootie card. You love that card, Journey? It is pretty cute, ain't it? It kind of reminds you of like a gothic Valentine's. It's Halloween and Valentine's mixed together. I found my godson, or my godson found me, and I've been participating in his live streams. He's a gamer and a C5, C6 paraplegic. Well, look at you. See? There's some love right there. That's a good example of love right there. He remembered me and said he loved me. Of course, I love my godmother. See? So this resonates with you perfectly. So embrace that love into your heart. Okay. There was someone named Intuitive something that wanted an oracle. So if you're still here, let me know. And you can journey. You're welcome, Miss Bikini. If you just hang out for a minute, there's a few people in front of you, and I will get you, okay? All right, intuitive insights. 3 oracle cards for intuitive insights. And then I think it was intuitive insights, and then Sophie was in here with a yes or no, and there might have been someone else, and then journey. I'll remember if you pop your head up in here. Let me know. Intuitive insights. Maybe not someone else. I'm not, after Sophie. Dan said, just ask if I'm full of crap. I'll tell you, Fee. Dan always got some funky jokes going on. Dan and his dry humor be making me want to fall out my chair sometimes. The quieter you become, the more you hear. Ain't that the truth? And I feel like Spirit communicates with me by sending me birds. Because I've always thought that my passed on loved ones were around when I seen a red bird, right? Hey, Shavina. But yeah, the bird in the card made me think of that. But the quieter you become, the more you hear. So that bird is probably a symbol of that for you too, intuitive. Fiona said, I'm just trying to be classy, Dan. Sparrows and robins for you, okay? See, we all have our things. Spirit be putting it on our heart. Whenever it's something that Spirit's communicating with us, that's why some things we can't ask outside of ourselves. You know, I can't go ask a reader, is this red bird Spirit trying to communicate with me? Because I already recognize that it is. Just like you already recognize it is with the sparrows and the robins, you see. Being weird is a side effect of being awesome. I feel like weird is just another word for authentically yourself. Being your own individual self can be called weird on the planet. Because a lot of people are used to, yes men and yes women that are always a certain way, and they want to blend in with the crowd. So whenever you stand out and you are just your own individual self, being who you truly are at your heart and soul's core, you can be labeled as weird. But really, it's not a bad thing. If someone calls you weird, it's just because you're being your true self. And we're all meant to be different. That's why nobody shares the same fingerprint. All right? You got the same one Miss Bikini got, intuitive. Every day is a fresh new start. And if you take that advice and really apply it, I try to do this too. Don't bring anything from yesterday into today if possible. Give yourself a whole fresh new start so that you don't have to tote that baggage around, right? Because then you're already behind the 8 ball when you wake up in the morning if you drag what you shoulda, coulda, woulda did yesterday into today. If you didn't do what you as good as you wanted today, and you wake up in the morning, it's a fresh new start to try again. Because none of us are perfect, and we're all just really winging it out here. We may not say that, but if we're being honest, it's true. We're all just winging it. So there you go, intuitive. And hold close to your sense of wonder. I think Mark got this card one day, and that song, I Hope You Dance by Leanne Womack, popped in my head, and I got him to go read the lyrics. So if you want to go read the lyrics, you probably should. Me too, Fiona. I don't think that's a bad thing. It's more of a superpower than a weakness. You've also had bees around you lately. Cards. If you ask me for an oracle card, that means you're after Sophie. Because I knew there was one more person. Here's the deck. I don't know how to say it, Pixiekins, a daily inspiration deck by Paulina Cassidy. Oh yes, Journey, you're after Sophie too. Sophie, are you here? You welcome. If Sophie's here, I'll do her yes or no, and I don't know what the question is though. And then I'll give y'all okay, Sophie, do you mind telling me the question? Because I probably lost. I think I lost it. It's just me and this Mountain Dew against the world. All right, Shavina, I'll get you, baby, but I got a couple people for Oracle cards, and then I'll be getting you Journey and cards. Once I get them two, then I'll get you a yes or no. But we got to do Sophie girl. Talking to a new guy, will he call this week? All right, let's see. You sure can, Fiona. Y'all sure can. I need to get out some more Oracle cards for y'all, but I just love that deck. It's like my comfort deck. Page of Wands reversed, Judgment. It feels more like a text or something to try and get your attention. So I don't know, Sophie. I'm not saying he's not going to, but it feels more likely. Like even the Page of Swords. These page energies are like messages or commenting on something on your social media post or doing something to try and, say, hey, look at me, but not in as direct a way as calling. More like a message or a like or something like that. That's what I feel like. So you have to come back and let me know if that works out that way. More like text or liking your post or commenting something. It's like, hey, I'm here, but not too forward. That's the way it feels. You're welcome, baby. All right, so now is Journey, her journey. I'm going to give her journey and Oracle, cards and Oracle, Fiona and Oracle. That way I know I haven't forgotten. And then Shavina has a yes or no if she's here. All right, do you want a yes or no question, Journey, or do you want oracles? You pick, and I'll do which one you want. Have the little casters fallen off the drawer? All right, I'm going to give you 3 oracle cards because I feel like you'll like them. Yep, and you just said oracle. Perfect. All right. You're welcome, Shavina. Pretty, I'll get you if you hang around, baby. I have 3 or 4 people in front of you, okay? Oh, what flipped? 2 of them flipped together. Your biggest fear might just contain your greatest growth. Since you asked something about career and this came out, I would say applying for something out of your comfort zone, trying a new hobby that could turn into a business, starting a new business that's really out of your comfort zone, you feel blind going into it. Get a journal and start randomly dumping all your ideas in that little notebook. Take it with you everywhere, like throw it in your purse, make sure it's kind of small, and an idea dump for 30 days. If you want to do 7 days, you can, but to me, I always get better ideas when I just do it for a whole month. Like, challenge yourself to randomly dump ideas anytime they pop up, jot them down in a journal, and then use this advice to pick what idea you want to put action into. Conscious thought, this is a Billy Carson thing, and I love it. CT times A equals M. Conscious thought times action equals manifestation. So there you go. Your biggest fear might just contain your greatest growth. All right? Give yourself permission to cut loose. This is about relaxing in your own skin and embracing who you are. This whole deck has that vibe. So do some idea dumping in a journal for 30 days. And don't put rules on how it's supposed to look. Those ideas can be anything, you know. And then you go back and you read over them. And then you pick one that your heart feels pulled towards and you go with it. Alright, what's this? If there was ever a time to follow your passion, now is the time. So there you go. And how are you going to follow it? By idea dumping. I love a journal, so that's why I always tell y'all journal. Some people don't do the journal. Like maybe you use your notes app on your phone, but I like to write it down. So, okay, Miss Bikini. So yes, do some idea dumping, Journey. You're welcome. All right, cards, are you here? If you are, I'll give you some oracles. And then Shavina, you'll be next after cards. All right, cards. Doe, a deer, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun, me, a name I call myself, far, a long, long way to run. I don't know why I got that in my head. Make today an adventure. Alright, that's like embracing life no matter if it's the good or the bad, and make it an adventure. Choose to see it from an adventurous perspective. No matter what it is you're doing, even if it's something monotonous, make the conscious effort to see it in an adventurous way. Okay? Whether you think you can or cannot, you are right either way. This is about changing your mind, you know, intentionally affirming something new. If you truly feel on a deep level that you can't accomplish something, the first thing you have to do is change that belief. And the way you do that is to change your thought patterns. That takes work and it takes time, and it gives me a headache, honestly, when I start to try and force a thought. And if I start to get a headache, I'll back off a little bit and then I'll go back again. But you got to keep telling yourself something over and over. Keep choosing it over and over until you have molded that belief to be what you want it to be. You're the creator of your world. You mold the belief the way you need it to look, instead of falling victim to some sort of programming that may have came from someone that wasn't even you, right? Yes, Dan. I like some Disney. Hey, Danielle. I don't know. I'm a sucker for Disney. Be the reason somebody smiles today. That's how you change the world. Holding the door for one person, smiling at someone, telling them you like their shirt. Just putting your feet on the planet and bringing that energy to the collective will ultimately create a ripple effect throughout the population. I know we can't see it from that perspective, but it's true. And the bottom of the deck, your biggest fear might just contain your greatest growth. Someone else got that a while ago, but yeah. All right. So Shavina, you are next if you want to post your question. I feel you, Danielle. It's been a long day. You welcome, cards. Now that musical's in my head. Doe, a deer, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, far, a long, long way to run. That is literally my brain. Like, why is that in there? I haven't watched that movie in a long time. Where did it come from? I am Danielle. It's just me and my Mountain Dew against the world right now. Waiting on my child to get out of this football game. If I don't stay on the live, I may not be awake when she gets out. Gotta do what I can do. Just lean into that Mountain Dew, that good sugary goodness. I'm liable to get nutty by the end of this. You know how whenever you get really tired and you just want to like giggle and things don't make so much sense anymore? We drink so much Coke in our house, we should have stocks. I feel that, cards. I like Coke. You can, Danielle, but Shavina must have left. That was the next person in line. So I guess, is there anybody that was in line after Shavina? You can just post it, Danielle, because I don't know. I don't think anybody else was. Free yes or no, or you can have oracle cards. Oh, I'm sorry. Fiona was. Let me do her oracles. Thank you, Fiona. My bad. All right, I'm going to give Fiona 3 oracles. Hey, Saki. Saki? My son's in college too, Danielle. Don't give up. He's doing it for that reason too, so that he can get his foot in the door somewhere at a decent place, you know? And I know college ain't for everybody, but sometimes you just have to go that route to get your foot in the door somewhere decent. Fiona girl. She's probably going to want to give me a noogie on my head. I'm going to call her Fifi. Because it popped in my brain. You went back to college at 36, Dan? It's never too late in my opinion. I'm 39 and I only have a 2-year degree, but I don't see myself going back. I can call you Fifi if I want. Okay. Good deal. Good deal. Never too late to go back. Uh-oh, you got 2 together. Double trouble over here, Fiona. Explore the unknown. As you're going down a rabbit hole, it says explore the unknown. So that's saying that it's fun for you to do that. It helps expand your mind with the word Jupiter at the top of this card, which is about expansion. You going down your rabbit holes, even though it's just kind of like this fun thing you do, it's good for your energy actually because you enjoy doing it. It's like a labor of love, a hobby. It's something that you don't know what you're going to find next, but it's good. It brings like this curiosity about you. And it's something you enjoy doing, so embrace it, basically. Explore the unknown. It helps expand your mind. If you didn't know, Spirit's saying yes. Keep following that energy, because when we follow our inner guidance of what is fun, what we enjoy doing, that's how we create more of what we enjoy in our life. All right, this one says, be the reason somebody smiles today. And it looks like a dragon is kissing her on the cheek. And he's holding a heart. That's not the most cutest Halloween-y card ever. I don't know what is. Alright, let me give you another one. You are the beat of your own drum. You are the beat of your own drum. Look at you. That's just basically saying that, if somebody calls you weird, well, yeah, you probably are, because we all are if we're embracing our true self. We were talking about that earlier. But you are the beat of your own drum. Yes, Fiona, and there you go. It's telling you. And this one says, a day filled with laughter is a day well spent. That's helping shift the frequency of the planet, in my opinion. Laughter can be the best medicine sometimes. Sometimes we just need to laugh at others and ourselves, Let me tell y'all what's not going to be funny is how sore my butt's going to be tomorrow whenever I feel the results of this wooden chair. Maybe I should get like a pillow to sit on. You're welcome, Fiona. Thank you for always coming in here. Yes, Dan can be an amusing little fellow. Who is the British guy that comes in here? He always talks and then I read his stuff. I can't remember. I remember a British guy though. It might be MILF Hunter. Number 1 MILF Hunter. He might be British. I don't know. I don't know. Oh yeah, Danielle, what was your question? I think you had a question. You remember him, Fiona? He's a trip. I think he's on a way different time zone than we are. The one who loves cougars, yep. The number 1 MILF Hunter. When I seen his screen name the first time, I was like, oh my Lord. That's unique. He's really Austin Powers. I forgot about Austin Powers until Dan just said that. That's like Beavis and Butthead level right there. Or what's that other movie? Dumb and Dumber. Hey, Tay Mason. Gage has my son's done fell asleep on the couch. My mom's done fell asleep in her bed. And it's just me, y'all, and this Mountain Dew. Hey, Rhea. Jasmine, what did you ask me for? I remember you asking me for a question or an oracle. Okay, oracle for Jasmine. Starfall, you can have a free yes or no question, or you can get an oracle from this deck. Jasmine girl. Jasmine girl. I like that jasmine vine. It kind of goes overboard when you let it grow, but it's pretty at the same time and it smells really good. Explore outside your element to discover new magic. So if you're interested in something that's in left field compared to what you normally like or want to try, it's like basically saying do that. Do that thing. All right, the secret to getting ahead is getting started. That's about, you're not going to have it all figured out. Some people, they'll want to start a business. I'm not saying this is you, but just an example. They'll want to start a business and then they want to do all this research, right? Well, there's nothing wrong with research, but they'll get frozen in that energy and they're just constantly researching. You're not going to ever feel like it's the right time and you're not going to ever have it all figured out. The main way to know if something's going to work is get in there and try it. So if you have any ideas and you apply action to them, That's when you get results. Even if the result is you decide not to go through with it or finish it, or you decide it wasn't a good idea after all. Well, now you have that experience to take with you and use as a lesson for the new things you try, right? All right, one more. Let yourself rest. The world will keep spinning. I do that to myself sometimes. Want to be too hard on myself and make myself do too much. Don't feel guilty when you have to take a break. You're welcome. Me too, Rhea. I'm an overthinker too. My brain will go in a million directions all at once. And then I'll get frozen and I won't take any action at all because I'm thinking about everything. My brain is like just going a million miles an hour. This rabbit hole I'm going down into, if these two people were hooking up, I would love that. They were and are so cute together, their relationship would go against the social norms and hence the secrecy. Oh, so it's like a vibe. It's like secret lovers instead of secret agent man. It's secret lovers. All right, Starfall said I posted, so you can post it again, okay? And I'll get you. I'm sorry. I've been driving myself crazy over researching seasoning brands. It's just seasoning, but I don't know which one to buy, and they are discontinuing my favorites. Feel that. I see you on a deep level. And I don't like change either. Like my aloe water, if they discontinued this brand, I would not know what to do with myself. Because then I would have to find a new drink. And it would be very traumatic. I'm telling you. I don't like change. I like to keep what I know. You know what I'm saying? Is anything good happening in love this month? What kind is it? It's aloe exposed with honey. But they have all different kinds. Just get the aloe, A-L-O, and you can get different flavors. They have like apple and I don't know. They have a bunch of them. Mango. But I just like the one with honey for some reason. And sometimes if I'm feeling like I want to change it up, I just go get me a cup of crushed ice and pour it in there. That is cool, Danielle. Gotta love. I was a psychology tutor when I first went to school because I was going to do nursing, and I really enjoyed the psychology class. Then I changed to accounting, but I still like the psychology class. All right, Starfall. And Danielle, I might have, when I called your name, if your stuff was disconnected, I might have went past you. So if you want to repost it, I'll get you. You went to school for psychology, Rhea? I feel like that's an interesting thing. There's borderline, but there's like this fine line between genius and insanity. And it's so interesting to study. All right, Starfall. Temperance reversed, Queen of Swords reversed. Whenever you say anything good, I know it's probably someone that you want to have a mental connection with. You want to have communication with these people. I feel like you're going to have to be patient past this month to get that because the Temperance reversed is here. This is about you need to have more patience and not try to force anything to happen because anything that's coming up soon feels like it's not something that's mutual. Two of Cups reversed, Queen of Swords reversed. Look, Rhea said all the great people in history were insane. That doesn't surprise me. All right, Danielle. You're welcome, Starfall. Will Danielle get a good paying job after she graduates? Will Danielle get a good paying job after she graduates? Yeah, we're a fan of rabbit holes here, Rhea. Gotta love a good rabbit hole. Don't y'all love them ones that you like stumble upon on your For You page and then you start to search it and before you know it it's like 3 a.m. and you've been searching it and you like your mind is blown? That's the funnest thing ever to me. Full reversed. King of Wands reversed. 9 of Swords. So your very beginning of your journey after school, there's going to be a lot of anxiety. Don't let this get you down though, because the Queen of Swords is here saying that you're going to have the knowledge you need. Much knowledge, my dear. You're going to have it. But you're going to feel as if you have to prove yourself still. It's going to be hard to get people to take you serious in the beginning, or you're going to perceive it that way. And it's because you're going to be fresh. It could give you fear and anxiety. So you may not get the exact pay you want in the beginning, but that's part of the process. I don't think it's going to be perfect when you first get out there until you get some experience under your belt. Just get the best position that matches what experience you want and build up from there. But it is going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to have some anxiety around it, doubt, and a little bit of fear tinged in. Thinking that they don't take you serious enough just because of, you only have the degree. Maybe you don't have the experience that the pay you're wanting matches exactly in the beginning. No, I feel like this will be the jobs. But the fact that you're the Queen of Swords says you have the knowledge, and then it's just going to be up to you to gain the background and experience on the job site. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's only in the beginning when you first start to like job hunt or go on interviews and things like that. It just feels like that'll be the energy you'll be like sitting in. Like you're wanting them to take you serious, and then, people are always talking about experience, but you got to get the experience somewhere. And nobody wants to give it to you. Nobody is hiring, isn't it? I get it, Danielle. So that sentence you just typed out describes this energy perfectly. So just don't be hard on yourself if you feel that way. Just kind of like throw yourself into taking interviews. And the one that is the closest to what experience you want on your resume, take that. And even if it's not a perfect paying job, it's a stepping stone to your perfectly paid job, because you're getting the experience you want, and then you start applying other places, and now you've got this experience to put on there. And then if they say, are you currently there? I'm currently here. I just want to expand my career. That's why I'm still applying. There's nothing wrong with that, because you gotta look out for you. So I do feel like it'll be uncomfortable in the beginning, but anything worth having, anything that is what we desire on a big level for a goal in our life, is going to make us feel fear at times, anxiety and doubt. It's just part of the human experience, I feel like. It's just the way it goes. It's not a bad thing. It's just part of the process to get where you want to go. So kind of just lean into it. I was researching Mary Shelley. And Lord Byron and their whole friend group, completely insane people, yet they are still inspiring our stories and our... I don't even know who that is. Miss Bikini's back. Back again. Miss Bikini's back. Tell a friend. I feel bad if he comes in here this late. I'm going to tell him, don't feel like he's obligated to. I'm the one with the kid who likes to go to football games. Yo, 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 it's Marky Mark's Tarot. Mark, it's just me and my Mountain Dew against the world. I gotta stay up till Emmy gets home. Or I'm at Mama's, so I'm like 5 minutes from the school. So whenever she gets out, I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna go get her, I mean. So it'll be like between 2 and 3 a.m. Lord help me. We've almost made it to midnight. Hey, Goodman. I never drank Mountain Dew, but she has like 2 liters of Mountain Dew here. So we just gonna embrace the Mountain Dew. Gage already fell asleep on the couch. Mama's asleep in her bed, in that soft, comfy, king-size bed. And here I am, me in this wooden chair. My ass will probably be sore tomorrow. You know? I never had to be live this late. I've been live this late by choice, but not like with the sleepiness attached to it, you know. Gage lives with me, Fiona, but he came with me, like my little emotional support. Because he felt bad I was gonna have to stay up late. But then I knew he was tired, so I'm like, if you want to go to sleep, you can, and I'll just go live. Ethan, thank you very much. But if you have a question, just let me know. If you have a question you want me to answer, you just let me know. I'm probably not girlfriend material, Ethan. You might want to get a girlfriend that's open to romantic relationships. I'm just over here with me and my Mountain Dew against the world. I'm sure you're not going to be interested once you see all the baggage up here in this brain. You'll be like, ooh, never mind. You can keep the $10, lady, but I'm out. Is that not funny? I feel like I'm back in the day of like when I was in middle school and me and my friends stayed up too late. Mark. Oh, Lord, help me. My mama's got these cute little mats on her table. Are they not the cutest thing ever? Look at these things. It says pumpkin picking, hay rides, and corn mazes. Ethan said $10. Will you holla, lady? Thank you, Miss Bikini. She's got them on her table like the little place settings. Dan is a Leo, so $11. He'll take $11. Fiona said Mark always finds a way to throw in a coochie. I never had anybody offer me $10 to be their girlfriend. So if he wants to ask a question, I'll answer it for him. Rhea, I have the little red truck for like Christmas time. You got $10.95, Goodman? They almost gave you $11, Goodman. I know, Danielle. I don't know, man. I think it's just like a manifestation of the craziness my brain feels from no sleep and all this Mountain Dew. But yes, Mark is probably right. Danielle, yes. You never know what you're going to get, especially if you don't have on subscribers mode. Goodman said, damn it, women be getting more. Hey, you got $10.95, Goodman, you're 95 cents ahead of me. Oh, that is hot fudge s'more Pop-Tarts and Fruit Loops and Lucky Charms. I already looked. Fiona said my mom is a kid at heart. Yeah, I hadn't had a Pop-Tart in forever. Why you can't have anything, Miss Bikini? She's in the bed, Mark. She's in her soft, wonderful king-size bed. And I'm over here just like... You don't like cereals, Rhea? I know they're not good for you, but I be tearing them up. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Danielle said she needs to get in the business of $10 make you holler. Hey, Harry. I need to tell my mama that. There's chemicals in the Pop-Tarts, and she's got a whole box. I don't think nobody's ever gave me $10 to be their girlfriend before, but whatever makes them happy, I mean, you know. Yeah, you can sell feet pics. You could probably get more than $10. They are serious about them feet pics. I don't know. It's worth a shot. Them feet pics, man. When I heard about that the first time, I thought it was a joke. Miss Bikini said her feet looks like men feet. I already told y'all about my feet before, but my second toe is longer than my first toe, okay? Ain't that some weird shit? Like how my finger, it ain't that... You see how this finger, the bird finger, is longer than the first finger? That's how my toe is. And my fourth toe a little crooked. But whenever Mark tells the story about the 6-toe hoe, I'm like, well, I ain't doing too bad because I only got 5 toes on my foot, so I'm all right. That damn 6-toe hoe thing. Exactly, Rhea. Big Dog got 4 fingers. Damn, Big Dog, what happened to the 5th one? Big Dog said, does that turn me on? I gotta get some more Mountain Dew. Thank you, McKinley. I ain't lying, Danielle. The chain and sprocket ripped it off. I know, Fiona. I think it's because we're on here at like midnight, and usually we out of here by like 9 p.m., you know. Yeah, Miss Bikini, this is just Mountain Dew. I need Mountain Dew to help me stay awake because Gage is asleep on the couch. My mom's asleep in her comfy, cozy, king-size bed. And I'm over here just like hoping that the football game ends soon. We'll be looking back on this night, making jokes one day, Fiona. Get it, Tootsie? Tenor girlfriends and Tootsie Rolls. Oh no, Miss Bikini, I must have missed some of your messages. What did you get stitches from? I didn't know about the stitches thing. Goodman is a fellow Scorpio, if I'm not mistaken. He's a trip. I remember the first time I ever noticed Goodman's name. He was in Tyler's Tarot, and he be handling that moderation, moderating the chat. He had a thing going on. I'm a Scorpio cards. I'm a Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Venus. Is that not the and a Sagittarius rising? Who the hell come up with that combination? Oh. Dan said he's a six-toed tree sloth. Me too, Fiona. He makes me laugh. I don't go in there for the reading. I go in there for the show. I haven't seen him in a long time. I haven't watched him in a long time. But when he used to go off on people, I know that sounds mean. I just get a kick out of it. Because he be looking all serious. He don't even laugh. Sometimes he do get to laughing at himself. But the best ones are the ones he's not even laughing at. Good afternoon, Matt. Let me see if I can tell what's going on with Miss Bikini here. You had a growth inside your mouth that was the size of a pea. You went to the dermatologist and they cut it out and stitched you back up. Oh no, that sounds like that would be a very uncomfortable thing to heal. I don't blame you, Miss Bikini. I think you deserve ice cream after that. Yes, Fiona. He'll just pop off. What do they say in there? Pop off, son. Look at Raya making that ramen sound or ramen. Ain't that what they call it? Y'all gonna make me hungry now. Matt Owen said, I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. I'm deleting this live. Just so you know. I have to wear the MILF special, Mark. I'm going to tell you what. I literally thought, because if you think back to my videos, right, I'm pretty sure, because I have a phone stand and it goes on the side of this tote when I do my live, and I put it in there, and then I think that you can see my pajama top or whatever, and so that day I was like, I'm just going to wear this and they can see my sweatshirt. But as we got into that live, I figured out, no, you can see the whole thing. That's awesome, Raya. The less you eat out, the better. All of us. You do need milkshakes, Miss Bikini. That's what you should be. And maybe Jell-O or pudding. Hey, San. How you doing? Let's see if these We are now leaving Baxley. Ooh, I don't need to say that out loud. It doesn't matter. Estimated time of arrival is 2 a.m. So I have 2 hours and 10 minutes left. And Mark, I feel really bad that you're in my live this late at night. So if you get sleepy and you leave, it's okay. And Dan and Fiona and Miss Bikini, any of y'all get tired, y'all leave me in the dust and I won't hold it against you. Whose leopard pants is on your phone, Dan? I want to know whose leopard pants is on your. It's 10:53 in Kentucky. It's 11:53 here, Matt Owen. You live in Kentucky. You live in them hills. Do you live up a holler? And I ain't trying to make fun of you. I think that's cool as hell if you do. Like, do you live around a holler? My grandmother grew up in West Virginia. She was a coal miner's daughter, and like I live in Georgia, so I don't know. Like I ain't never been around no holler, but that's the coolest shit ever to me. Dan in leopard pants. I had some leopard MILF shorts on the other day, and I didn't think that the live could actually see it, but it could. Javier, how you doing? Oh, you don't live in Kentucky. You just have a house in Kentucky. So does your house live close to a holler then? My family was from the West Virginia hollers. That's the best. My grandma, my dad's mom, she had like 12 brothers and sisters, and she was a coal miner's daughter, and the stories that she tells us is so cool. Their winters were brutal, I know that much. It's only snowed here like one time really that I remember, and it was like legit in the past year. Freaked me out. It was so like, I didn't want to drive because I was scared I'd drive on ice. I wouldn't do well in a snowy climate. Like if it snowed all winter, I would just never want to come outside until it was over. Thank you, Dan. If you deleted whatever they said, I'm sure they needed it. But the people that, like, they go to work and school and they do their whole life, they grocery shop and it's snowing outside, I commend you because I could not do it. Like, we made a snowman and that was about the end of that. Like, I was like, okay, I'm ready for it to melt. You live south of Canada and y'all have all kinds of weather. Yeah, weather, I bet. Mark said he had an aunt that lived in Canada, and the snow was like so bad she pretty much stays inside the whole winter. What decade would it be? You can pick a decade you weren't born in if you want to. I'm going to sound like a psycho crazy lady, Fiona, but I would have liked to have been a housewife in the 50s. Yes, I said it. I just feel like, but I would have wanted to have like a good husband. I know that women got treated crappy back then, but for me, Miss Bikini just said the 1950s, so there you go. But like a good husband, right? And I would have liked to have been the 50s housewife. Like, their freaking kitchen looks so cool. Like, everything was just made really well quality, and it was just normal that the husband could do the whole take care of the family thing. But of course I wouldn't want a mean one that abused me or nothing, but if I could actually pick all of the elements of it, the 50s would have been it for me. Yes, Miss Bikini. Yeah, $10. Ethan's already done put me on the market, man. I got $10. Do I hear 11? 11, 11, 11 going once, going twice. Sold to Ethan in the red shirt. Oh boy. The meme goes, she is like a housewife in the 50s. She wants to leave, but the money's too good. And see, I would want it to be where I would want to stay, you know? If I lived in that era, but you've never known a good man, Rhea? I know they're out there. There's good men and good women, and there's bad men and bad women. And all of the bad women give the good women a bad name, and all the bad men do the same thing. Good man is in the chat. Right there. There's good man right there. Oh boy. There's the good man. There's this guy on TikTok, and he like tries to catch predators. Like he tries to put them away by pretending to be a 14-year-old girl. And whenever he types out LMAO, he says Lamau. I like to fell out my chair the first time I heard him do that. Lamau, for laughing my ass off. But he be out there doing the Lord's work, y'all. He be trying to help put away these crazy criminal predators. That's right, Rhea. You go, girl. I sure do, Tanya. I always heart y'all's memories. Y'all had a good run, a good stretch. There's all kind of good memories you have, and it's good that you took pictures of all of that. Hey, baby blue. Lol. I be hearing my kids say that. Instead of LOL, they say lol. Mama texts me back, yes, I'm on the way. Lol. I'm like, what did you say? What is a lol? They trying to pick Goodman up. Goodman said, the lowest I'll take is $10.95 because I've already had that offer. It's solid. It's a grounded stable offer in the other chat room. I already got $10.95, so don't be coming lowballing me. That's awesome, Rhea. It sounds like my house. Of course, I have to go to work and I have responsibilities. But in general, we eat what we want. We make supper what we want, with what we want. If I want to go live, I do. If I want to lay up in my bed with my blankie, I do. And it's very peaceful. Very, very peaceful. Me and my 2 kids. That's right. I have his best interest at heart. He don't want nobody lowballing him up in here. $10.95 has already been offered, so don't try to go lower. Yeah, Mark said you ain't got to smell their stinking ass. Me too, Rhea. Don't feel bad. Me too. I just be living on a prayer one day at a time. And that is the truth. I agree with that too, Rhea. Me and my kids are definitely besties. They've gotten to the age where they're older, so it's pretty cool. I don't know what I'm going to do whenever I don't have them in the house anymore. Hey, at least your house smells good. At least it's clean in there. We got to go to Bermuda, Miss Bikini. We definitely got to go to Bermuda. Mark's like, oh, hell. Yeah, I gotta get my kids all raised up and grown. And then Mark's gonna be locking his doors because we coming to the pink sand beach. The pink sand beach is on our bucket list. Rhea, mine is 19 and 14, and I don't care if they ever leave. I'm good with it. For sure. Oh yeah, Fiona done been mapping out the restaurants. Like she's got to go with us to let us know where the food is at. What was that place Fiona was looking at one day? It was like this spa place, and Mark had like worked on something to do with the concrete of this thing. I'm saying like bits and pieces of information, but if my brain was more awake, it could get all of it and put it, make it make sense. It probably don't make no sense, but it's like a spa thing down in a tunnel or something. A cave? Yeah, caves. Yep. Fiona done check that out online too. And Mark be cooking all that good food. Them lobsters. We have to go in lobster season. I've never had lobster. That's so cool, Rhea. In my tarot room, I have an easel, and my daughter paints a lot. I paint too sometimes, but I had her last painting she did was like a sunset with the grass. I showed it on here the other day. And it had like the cross. Dan said his parents dropped him off at the recruiting office. Mark is fancy. He be cooking his own lobsters and steaks. And I'm over here with my little plastic cup of Mountain Dew. Happy 19th anniversary to you. That means my son was a baby when you went in business, because he's 19. Danielle, I'm an accountant. I went in nursing school first, and that was back when my 19-year-old, I was pregnant with him. And I got up to Med-Surg 1, and it was like, I couldn't do it. Like, it just was not my fit. Anybody that does it, they have a good heart, and I'm glad we have those people, but I just I didn't have what it took to do that job. So I switched my major to accounting. I couldn't do it. So I switched my stethoscope for a calculator. See, Fiona, if it fits you, I feel like nursing is something, it's got to like fit you in order for you to get through it. That is a big accomplishment. 19 years. Because they say if you make it through the first 10 years in a business, that doesn't mean you're automatically going to stay in business forever. But it just means that a lot of businesses, if they crash and burn, it's within the first decade. I do like numbers and math and stuff like that. And I was really good, Danielle, with like the pharmacy math because I had to take that, pharmacology. Um, but that's why I went in accounting. I was like, well, I did really good with the pharmacy math, so I'll just go into math. Hey, David Rodriguez. Mark is a proctologist. That means an ass doctor, right? Because I remember I took medical terminology. If it's not an ass doctor, then I'm going to fall out my chair. I wonder if Gage is even going to wake up. You had to do psychopharmacology. See, I didn't. Mine just was regular pharmacology, so it might be different. Mark said, I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny that when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. Y'all remember that song? Oh my God. Becky, look at her butt. It is like so big. Something about the rap guys, girlfriends. Definitely an ass doctor. Yep. You have dyslexia with numbers, dyscalculia. I never heard of that before. Is that like where you read the number backwards? Sir Mix-a-Lot. Sir Mix-a-Lot. Man, I'm just gonna be a tired girl. Tell you what. Tired girl. I should text Emmy and see if she's asleep on the bus. We'll see if she answers me back. She's probably snoozing. Hey, Jeremiah. Hey, S. I don't know how to say your name, but I see the S in it. Sanity? Sanity. Oh, Lord. 6, 7. Have like 6, 7. I can get the right answers, but I do the problems weird. Drives my kid crazy because they are like, how did you get the right answer that way? It's all wrong. Well, that's all that matters, Rhea. Even if you have your own method to get the answer, at least it's the correct answer at the end of the day. That should be all that matters. I know whenever I was in school and we had those teachers that wanted you to do something a certain way, like you had to do it a certain method, that would drive me crazy. Because if I could get the answer, that should be all that matters, you know? No matter how you do like whatever method you use shouldn't matter really, in my opinion. Seven, 8, 9. Yep. 7 done 8, 9. There's a governor who is dyslexic. He went a long way in life. Got a bachelor's in political science. See, there you go. Fiona is proving that people can still do all the things with that example. That's why 6 is afraid, because 7 done 8, 9, and 6 said, please don't eat me. Man, y'all, I think this is the latest I've ever had to stay up for a football game, and I know I need to quit whining about it, but Fiona said she fancies that governor. He must be a good-looking fella. Fiona been researching that governor. She said that's her man. I should have forced Gage and my mom to stay awake with me. He may be, but you know I like his personality, LOL. It never hurts if they have a good personality. I mean, you know. Yes, that's what they say. They tell them lies. They tell us them lies. My iPad's on 40%, y'all. I might literally have to get off of here before 2 a.m. because of that. I'm going to have to find me a very interesting TV show. Is that like a monthly plan that you get on, Rhea? Kindle Unlimited, like you can read as many books as you want? That sounds pretty cool. I always like the real book, and I don't know why. Like, it shouldn't matter. The real book shouldn't matter, but like something about the real book does it for me. Good night, Mark. Thank you for coming in. Emily got to rethink these football games. Am I going to make it? She must be asleep on the bus because she didn't text me back. Thank you, Goodman. Yeah, Mark, you have a good sleep. Because you know we love you only when you're sleeping. Ain't that what you say? Marky probably got his blankie. Lucky. I can't get a blankie because that might get me comfortable. I love real books, but I don't have space for a physical library. Wouldn't it be cool to have a library like the Beauty and the Beast library, Rhea? You and Fiona both be going down the rabbit holes. I had to rinse my cup out. Hey, French toast in Texas. Me too, Fiona. If I could just like buy anything I wanted, I would definitely have a Beauty and the Beast library. Definitely, definitely. It's cool when you have something interesting to research. You've been researching the health out of him. Exactly. I'm not scared of the beast if he's got a library that big. I agree, Miss Bikini. The more stuff, the more baggage you have. Like, the more stuff to take care of, you know? It's going good, French Toast. I'm on a mission to stay up to 2 a.m. so I can go get my kid from the drive of the football game. And everyone else is asleep. So I figure I'd come on here so I can keep my eyeballs open. Beast, your library is so big. And he wasn't even a scary beast. French toast is really good. I love French toast too, Fiona. I got banana bread, but no French toast. Now I need some freaking zucchini bread. Thank you, French toast. Yeah, we need some zucchini bread. I made tacos yesterday, and then I brought the rest of them over here to Mama's, so that's what we ate today. He just needed some nair for all that damn hair. Dan said, "Is that a bookmark? Or are you just happy to see me?" Oh my God. That was the best one all day, Dan. Oh my God. I done drunk 3 cups of Mountain Dew, and I don't even drink Mountain Dew. My mama has this instant coffee packs. I think I'll be okay. The mama bear in me will keep myself awake till 2. That's better than the $10, I agree. Dan being in them damn leopard pants. Dan walking in the leopard pants, spouting out the line about the bookmark. Now that would be good. That's funny. Is that a bookmark, or are you just happy to see me? I know you tired because you've been running through my mind all day. Cringiest one ever. Thank you, Goodman. Y'all check out Goodman's channel. I know there's only 5 people in here, but if you're not subscribed to Goodman, he is a YouTube DJ, and he's always got the tunes over there. Yes, Fiona. Gotta love the cheesy lines. I love a good cheesy joke. It's so not funny that it makes you laugh. You welcome, Goodman. Y'all be vibing over there in the chat. With the dance emojis, it's really cool. It's like there's no requirement that you have to really talk about anything or come up with a topic because you're just enjoying the music. You know. Regular chatter. Regular chatter? That sounds like something you would put on your Velveeta mac and cheese. Add some regular chatter while you're at it. Thank you, Teresa. You don't have to do that. Definitely can have a reading if you want it. Thank you so much. It's just us and the Mountain Dew against the world, Teresa. Am I going to make it to 2 a.m.? I'm tired. I'm so tired. Okay, what's your question? You can ask anything you want. Lay it on me. I got 2 tarot decks and an oracle deck. I will hook you up, my darling. We have an hour and 38 minutes. You have such a big heart. She's just trying to give me a reading, y'all. All right, let's see what we get, girl. She's just trying to give me a question to keep my eyeballs open. I'm about to get me a cigarette cartridge. I'm coming right back. Fiona, look at my Gilmore Girls purse. Just in case you're still in here. I figure you would like my Gilmore Girls purse. It has the cups and then the Luke's thing. I tote it everywhere. I'm such a little nerd when it comes to the Gilmore Girls. My son bought it for me for my birthday last year. He got it somewhere online. All right, we're about to give Teresa a gentle. All right, let's see what we get for Teresa girl. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a little backpack purse. It has like the straps, but the way the straps are made, I could make it get a little smaller, but I just tote it like purse straps. All right, 6 shuffles. That's for some balance. General for Teresa. And y'all, let's make, yes. So Teresa, my traveling gypsy tarot, she does this too. And she's also going to school for Reiki healing. So if you want to subscribe to another reader, there you go. And she's got the heart of gold. She's always buying people readings. She's always like giving away free readings in her room. I'm not a medium anyway, but little do they know. I love you too, Teresa. Dan says he's old. Dan is young at heart. I'm a small, that's right. I'm not a medium. That's right. General for Teresa. What is general for Teresa? What does she need to see? Mark is a medium. I'm a small. Damn it, Goodman wanted to block him. I took away his pleasure. I'm sure there'll be another dipshit popping in a minute, Goodman. Never fear, they're not far away. Oh, that's cool, Miss Bikini. Clearance for $9.99. Hey, Jennifer. How are you? Your baby sister is at a football game with band, and I have to stay up until 2 a.m. to pick her up off the bus. So I'm doing what I can to stay awake. Yes, Fiona. She is doing her Reiki classes. Okay, so I feel like a lot of spiritual strength between the last few months and the rest of the year, like throughout the end of the year, right? The strength card is here. You are gaining a lot of spiritual strength and tenacity with that card showing up. Also, the temperance is here. So, this is like divine fix it angel energy. Also, it brings you a lot of balance. And it's weird how we did 6 shuffles for balance and healing. And the way that's happening is because you are getting in this energy where you're more confident in what your gut says. So it's like taking inventory of the humans in your reality, whether that's on here, at work, your friends, your family, whatever. People that you interact with in an energetic exchange, it's like you've taken, an inventory of what to lean into and what to pull back from. And you don't even do it in a way of like, I'm going to set my boundaries and be really loud about it. It's more like you recognize a waste of time when you see it now. And a long time ago, you still recognized it. You still recognize the patterns that need to change. You still recognize what you needed to back away from. But you might not have been really sure of yourself. So it could have been a little bit of confusion. Now you've gotten into this energy of balance, peace, and healing, along with spiritual strength, and it's helping you be more clear, Magician. It's also healing your heart chakra because you can safely open it up whenever you remove the people that aren't good for you anymore. So that doesn't damage you. It helps you heal. 3 of Swords reversed, 4 of Swords upright, right? It's like this energy of healing because the people who drain you, Star reversed, 2 years ago, in September of 2023, if you were to look back on your energetic signature at that time, you could still recognize the energies that drained you, pulled you down, Ace of Cups, Star reversed, but you wouldn't lean into and trust it as much. And the reason why you do now is because you've done a lot of healing, changing the way you think and your perspective, changing the way you show love to yourself by, taking inventory of who is in your life that's for your best good and who isn't. And I feel like it's kind of like simple now for you because it all boils down to you learning to trust yourself. And as you move forward, the possibilities are endless, 7 of Cups, because you can safely pour out your energy into these people that you are allowing in your world because it's a healthy energy exchange. It's not like something that's going to drain you. You'll be like the King of Cups. Even though you're a woman, the King of Cups is an action card. It's a masculine card of showing love, acts of love, that kind of thing. But you can do it more safely and in a more balanced way because you're learning to cut out the people that don't belong there. I love it too. But just know that you've come a long way, like from 2 years ago to now. Wherever you were then, it's like you could still see those patterns you needed to change, but now it's more simple and to the point in terms of you see and then you take action on what you see. So you trust yourself more. There's more of like a quiet spiritual strength and confidence there that you may not have had before. Strength card. Let me see what you said. I'm actually going to visit my father tomorrow. That's good. I need to go visit my dad. That's good too, Teresa. I need to go visit my dad. I haven't been over there in a few months. Not a good thing to do that. You should cherish the time with your parents if you still have them. But yeah, I feel like an energy of healing. And this could even be the energy of your dad and you. Temperance with the King of Cups. And like a positive movement forward with the Magician. But it feels like there's just an opportunity for healing, and the possibilities are endless. And it's all because you've cut out what doesn't go anymore. So with that being said, it's not that we don't recognize the pattern sometimes. Me too now, not you, but anybody, me and anybody. It's that we just don't want to take the action on it because we don't always trust ourselves or believe in our inner guidance. But when you got spiritual strength going on here, you got the presence of God in your life, you learn to trust it and lean into it, with faith and knowing. That inner knowing, that gut. Once you start to trust your gut, it's like, then you're good to go. All right, what fell on the floor? Explore the unknown. We were not talking for 2 or 3 years. Healing and moving forward with him. Thank you, Miss Bikini. Or get hurt again. Okay, so this is an unknown then. You're changing the dynamic between the two of you. Also, even if you are making things right with him, I feel like it's going to be in a new way, because you're not going to give him the power over your feeling state either. Even if you make things right, and then you and him have a disagreement, it's still going to end differently because you've healed things within you. As within, so without. Things out here change due to what we change internally. So you're not going to react in the same way because you're a new version of you. It's a new state of being. And it is unknown, and sometimes it can be uncomfortable until we get used to it. But it becomes a new version of ourselves. But look, you are the creative force that shapes your reality. So whatever's going on in here is what's going to happen out here. So the fact that you're changing internally, balance, temperance, strength from the spirit, 4 of Wands from the healing. You're a new version of you. The Heart card in the reverse, healing, 3 of Swords reversed. Even the Magician in the upright, it's like all the elements going in one direction for your manifestations, for what you're trying to create and build. All right, I'm going to give you one more oracle, and then we're going to look on the bottom. Life is a carnival, revel in the ride. That reminds me of that dang Cars movie. The life is a highway. I'm gonna ride it all night long. Okay. This is the bottom. The friends we meet along the way help us appreciate the journey. See, you're learning to cut out the friends that don't go and appreciate the friends that do belong. So those are the friends that help us appreciate the journey, because we choose to be on this frequency of appreciation and love, and the ones that don't fit that anymore, you're going to remove them, and not in a loud way, but in a firm, confident way. Taking inventory. That's the name of your reading, Teresa. Taking inventory of the people that you have interactions with. And if they don't check the boxes, then you can send them on their way with love, but they don't have to affect your internal world any longer. That's the way I feel this is. Having the confidence that you're correct in cutting them out with love. Thank you, and we are grateful for meeting you. It's hard to trust yourself sometimes. You're welcome, but I feel the same way. I'm right there with you. I battle with trusting my own gut. I battle with trusting my own guidance. When my intuition starts to yell at me about something, I can't see with my eyeballs why I should listen to it yet. So then I don't, and I put it off, and then I reap the consequences of it, and I'm like, you know what, that's why. And then that tells me, hey, you should have listened. So it's hard to change that when we've done it our whole life a certain way. Then you have to change it up. And it's never comfortable, not for me, because I'm not good with change. Thank you, Teresa, or for Lucky being donated on Mark's stream. Like, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. She gives to everybody's stream. Like, the only thing that worries me is if someone takes advantage of your good heart. Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Thank you for doing that. That's giving. That's you're always giving. So just don't let anybody. No, you're good. All I want you to know is this is what my gut wants to tell you is there's nothing wrong with doing that, and you do that all you want to a point. Just don't let people that take your goodness or kindness for weakness, don't let them take advantage of you. I'm not talking about donating in Mark's channel or nothing. I'm just talking about in your daily life. Don't let people that don't deserve your goodness take advantage of you. Not again, I'm not in the stream, but just in general, because whenever you're very giving, people will pick up on that and try to manipulate you and use your energy, Me neither, Teresa. Me neither. But I'm just telling you. Sometimes we can be so good that they're like, well, this person, I know this person's good. I see their good heart, What time is it where you are, Lucky? You're very welcome. Because you are very, very giving when it comes to the readings and the questions. And even you do free readings on top of giving away readings. 21:39, Miss Bikini said. Her and her military time. 12:39. It's lunchtime there. It's 12:39 a.m. here. That's crazy. Isn't it so weird how we're all on different time zones, y'all? I mean, is that just me? Like, it's so weird. So you're 2 hours behind me, 10:39 p.m. Lucky's 12 hours ahead. Is it Saturday there, Lucky? Like lunchtime on Saturday? It is weird. I still don't understand how it's like always daylight somewhere on the planet. I think she's Mountain. That's a good time zone. I'm Eastern. Our home office at my job is an hour behind me. So if I have to work at 8 a.m. there and it's an hour from my house, I leave at 8 a.m. my time and I get there at 8 a.m. their time. It's very trippy. Like if I ever work up there, I don't hardly ever do it, but if I do and I want to be there at 8 a.m., I just leave my house at 8 a.m. and then I get there at 8 a.m. their time. And then it's like you gain an hour, right? But then when you come home in the evening, it's really weird because it'll be 4 p.m. at their office, and I get home at 6. I'm like, what? You gain an hour in the morning and lose it in the evening. It really messes with your head. I work mountain time hours. So you're not on that time zone, Miss Bikini, but you work on that time zone? That's trippy. 8 to 5, but it's really 7 to 4. So it's 7 to 4 for you. That's the same way it is with me. If I'm working at the home office, it's like an hour off. But usually he'll just let me stay on my normal schedule. And I just work 8 to 4 their time, which is 9 to 5 my time. When she calls an 8 o'clock meeting, that's 7 a.m. for me. At least you do get off at 4 instead of 5 because Like, that office always puts my schedule as 8 to 4, but in reality, I work 9 to 5. Like Dolly Parton song. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Barely getting by. It's all taken and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. Y'all know that song. Yep, I don't blame you, Miss Bikini. That way you have an hour in the evening, you know. That's right, Tanya. It'll drive you crazy if you let it. Oh, y'all. The things we do for our kids. Maybe she's asleep on the bus and she don't even know that she's still stuck on it. Hopefully she'll just sleep her way through it. I know you do, Miss Bikini, and I pray she does too. That's all you can do. Is literally leave it in God's hands at that point. That happened to your son? Oh, the 9 to 5 drove him crazy? Poor baby. I know. These kids are like, 9 to 5, what? These damn 9 to 5, what? These taxes you took out, what? You took my money and I didn't even get it yet. You get paid before me. What? That's kind of good, though, that you got this little cozy environment to be in instead of this big old house, you know, big old empty house. If it was me, I would probably be like that too. I'd want to be in that cozy little environment. I could see how that would be good because you got that little space for yourself. Hey, creations. That's more fitting. Dan is back. Back again. Dan is back. Tell a friend. Dan is back. Dan is back. Dan is back. Dan is back. I created a monster, but nobody wants to see Marshall no more. They want shady chopped liver. Dan said like a rash. Yeah, that's exactly right, Tanya. They didn't pay me for all my hours. Damn taxes. What are they thinking? I don't even drive on the road that much. I don't want my money going there. I don't want my money paving no roads. I want to go to Chipotle. Dang. See, I can relate to these kids, man. Dan done got the magic eraser and moved that phone number out the way, Miss Bikini. Oh, God. I never heard you talk about that car before, Miss Bikini. Yeah, that's okay. They're idiots. It's because I have it on. I don't have it on subscribers mode because the iPad won't let me. Oh, we've had quite a few today. If they're in here talking shit, at least they're not bugging someone that actually gives a damn. Is it like a doodle bug, Miss Bikini? That's what Emily wants when she turns 16. Either a lime green one, a red one, or a yellow one. That's what she says. That's awesome, Dan. She's only worth $5,000, but she is a collector's item. You should keep it, Miss Bikini. I mean, unless you have to get rid of it for some financial reason or something like that. Otherwise, you should keep it if you love it. It's a hardtop convertible, so many moving parts. I had a convertible car. It was a Chrysler Sebring. And I remember it was kind of cool to have it. I only had it like less than a year. And then I ended up selling it to my cousin because, I mean, it's a fun idea to have it, but you want to have at least like another car if you have something like a convertible car. Hey, Timmy. In my opinion, like if it's your only like daily driver or something, you will want to have like a second car. People with money take the cars to Mexico on a trailer and have them all redone. Yep, if only we could all win the lottery, it'd be great. Y'all know? She likes premium gas. She likes going to the dealership because my husband's fingers were too big to work on her, and that sounds funny. Yeah, Dan, if I won the lottery, I would just live off the interest. Get me like a financial advisor and live off the interest. So I wouldn't like probably spend any of it. I would just leave it to my kids and live off the interest and still probably go to work every day. Or at least do this, just to have something to like do. I wouldn't know what to do with myself if I didn't have anything to do. 2 million to live off the interest, 4% against 1 million, could not live on that. Yeah, so if I had like 2 million or 10 million or something million, I'd be living off the interest. Chris says, "Hi Marley, could you share your pronouns? I did not see them in your channel description. Thanks." I don't know what that means, but I'm a woman. That's all I can tell you. The Lord blessed me with a uterus. 1 million isn't enough. Yeah, maybe we could win since we gotta dream big, Miss Bikini, we need to get like 20 million. And then live off the interest. With the inflation, you're gonna need 4 million by the time you're 75 to 80. Men cannot have uteruses. What kind of dumb crap is that? That the definition of a man is not, he does not have a uterus. I don't know. It's too late at night to have this conversation. That's like saying, I don't know, 4% times whatever you got savings, and then 70% of my Social Security because they're going to be running out of money by the time I'm 60, 70. Let's not be dark. Hey, Mark, I hope you're doing well too. Goodman is over here vibing and dancing. If y'all leave, I'll understand, but I have to go pee really bad because I drank all that Mountain Dew, so I'll be back in a minute. I know. I'll be back. Goodman says, see you, Chris. Wrong room. He don't know how to read the room, Goodman. Cheryl will talk to y'all while I go pee. I'll scrub it off, Miss Bikini. I'm going to scrub off the number off the wall, okay? I'm going to grab Mama's magic eraser. Okay. You don't like the Starlink, Miss Bikini? We sell hotspot devices at my office, and we have T-Mobile and we have AT&T. And if you get our T-Mobile device, it's like $199 for the device and $50 a month on auto pay. And since it's a battery in it, it would work. It would work better for you, but I would think Starlink would have worked for you. I can't believe it didn't. I got the T-Mobile one and it's kicking his ass. I sent back the Starlink. Okay. So maybe it's just your area. It seems like every area is different when it comes to what internet works. Marley, can you work out if my obsessive neighbors are going to leave me alone? I'd rather take more action. All right, let's see, Goodman. Are your obsessive neighbors going to... I can't believe somebody is being mean to you. Goodman. Giving you problems. You are welcome, Goodman. It buffered while I was giving a presentation. Oh no, for your work? That's not good. No bueno. Apparently, Goodman, because from what I've seen you online, like, why would anybody bug you? A Creations, I got your Cash App. Thank you very much. You said you wanted a mini on meeting up with one or a few of your artists. I think you're going to have to turn it into a question for me to understand. And I'll get you after I finish Goodman. Alright, are these neighbors going to leave him alone, or does he got to take some more action? Okay, how will it go? I got you. Alright, Goodman, let's see. Thank you, Jenna. Happy birthday to you, Jenna. Oh, Goodman, 9 of Wands. So one thing that is true about these people is that this is just part of who they are. It doesn't really have anything to do with you. Like, it's not directly because of their issues is not something that's just between you and them. They have issues with other people too. 3 of Cups reversed. See, you can't win when someone has that energy. Stand your ground, definitely. You're probably going to have to end up taking some other action. Because the 2 of Swords reversed and the Magician. This is about making a decision and taking some sort of direct, clear, concisive action. And about standing your ground. Because if you don't stand your ground, the way this energy is with the 9 of Wands, you're going to end up being drained from the situation. And it's going to cause you a lot of pain and heartache. You can't see eye to eye with someone in the 3 of Cups reversed because they don't just treat you that way. They treat others that way too. It's just who they are as a person. And it's hopeless to try to come to an agreement or a compromise with people like this because all it's going to do is get you all banged up, all beat up, you know. So I would say for now, stand your ground and whatever that means for you. And then going forward, if you still feel like this problem is just going in circles, make that decision and take some sort of clear, concisive action to keep it going, to get this resolved. Because you may have to take more action. Try standing your ground where you currently are. And then if you see that doesn't work, which it likely won't, you're going to see that it's still draining you in some way. You're going to have to end up taking more action. Ace of Swords, 5 of Cups. There's no talking to them, right? So if you don't take more action, you might end up being very frustrated and drained from the situation. So maybe, you know, temporarily stand your ground, 4 of Pentacles. And then if you see that it's still a perpetuating cycle of the same crap, change the timeline to Two of Swords reversed with taking action as the Magician. I thought so. I've never met anyone like this ever. It ain't normal. So that's why this Nine of Wands is here and the Three of Swords. It's like, that ain't a normal neighbor, like when Goodman's looking like this from dealing with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. So yeah, you're probably gonna have to do more. Which is some bullshit. You are welcome. Thank you for always coming in my lives, Goodman. I appreciate it. Alrighty. A Creations would like to know how it will go if they meet up with one or a few of their artists. Alright, 5 shuffles. That's right. I hate that you have to have a crappy neighbor. Because even though a neighbor doesn't contribute any money for your bills or anything else, they're close by whether you like it or not, you know? And the way they are, if they're obnoxious, it's going to bleed off into your home. I think that's a good idea, Miss Bikini. Get them. Miss Bikini gonna have to take care of them for you, Goodman. 2 more shuffles. Obsessive psychotic behavior. Like, what the hell? I agree with Miss Bikini. Could be. Alright, A Creations. How's this going to go if you meet up with one or a few of your artists? I'll play Jimi Hendrix National Anthem at 4 in the morning. That should get him. Miss Bikini said, I'm done with this shit. 9 of Pentacles reversed. The World reversed. Knight of Wands reversed. 3 of Swords. 5 of Pentacles. Dang, gone. So it's according to what you're calling going good to meet up with one or more of your artists. These energies are saying that honestly you need to meet up so that you can identify and recognize the problems, issues, or blockages that you have with this situation. The 5 of Pentacles is in the dead center of the reading. Would they look at me funny because I haven't seen them in a while? I'm not sure about looking at you funny, but this is needed because there's nothing but repeated blockages. There's the Devil here. Queen of Wands reversed. Almost like the energy of not taking you seriously. There's a need to meet up with these people. The 3 of Swords is here. 4 of Wands reversed. So there might be an artist in the mix that needs to be removed from the dynamic, or there might be not even that. It could be like they have issues that they need to bring up to you, or you have issues or changes that need to be made to create an environment of growth and evolution in the dynamic you and them have. So it's like, actually, there's a need for you and them to meet up. There's a need for y'all to come together, to change this timeline, to change this energy dynamic. Because if you choose to keep it where it's going and you haven't met up with them in a while and you say you're going to keep that going, that's actually not a good idea. Because the dead center of the reading is the 5 of Pentacles, which can be feeling like the situation is a disappointment or someone could feel like a victim to the outcome of whatever this is. But if you want to switch that up, then you got to take action to change it. So I feel like the meeting or the interaction with one or more of these artists is necessary or needed. Because otherwise, you're going to start to notice a ceiling on the growth, expansion, and evolution in this dynamic. You're going to start to see it with the moon reverse. It's going to be revealed to you, and you're going to feel like it's a blockage or no more growth. It can't get bigger. It can't expand. And it's going to be disappointing and heart-wrenching in some way if you allow it to stay on that path. But, however, if you take the action and you interact with these people, that's why I feel like there's a need for a meeting here. Someone is not taking it as serious as they should in some way, or it's not being revered like it should, or the expectations need to be changed. Something about the dynamic needs to be modified, needs to go in a different direction. Because otherwise, I'm not saying this is a whole failure and everything's bad and it's over. I'm just saying the energy is telling you to make a change, to flip the timeline around. Because otherwise, it's going to go towards the devil energy, which is an energy of not getting back what you put into something. It's the devil will suck the energy dry, and then there'll be nothing to show for it at the end of the day, right? You don't want that. So the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles, that's what's needed. This is about to come together with whoever this person or people is. So that's what's needed. Like, you and these people need to come together, work together, get on the same page, interact in person. It's a very good idea. If right now all it is an idea, you need to put it into action and make it happen so that y'all can be on the same page. I don't know what that means, A creations. Which one do I think would be a more fulfilling one? This is just energy. So the energy of the situation is saying that it's pretty much headed off of a cliff. The Ace of Cups is saying that it's not all lost. This Eight of Pentacles is what's needed from you and these people. I have no idea which connection. All I know is you'll recognize an Ace of Cups compared to all of this. You don't have to donate for more, though. If you get in there with the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups is here. So just listen to me for a minute. I don't think you need to donate for another one. I think you just need to put my advice into action. So get on the same page and meet up with all of them. Don't pick and choose. If it's possible to make it happen, meet up with all of them and let them show you who is the Ace of Cups in this situation. Whether by their work ethic, by their willingness to work with you, by them showing you with their words and actions. Does that make sense? It's going to be an obvious decision, Two of Pentacles reversed. You'll be able to see it with the Eight of Pentacles is present. That the Eight of Pentacles is you jumping in there, meeting up with one or all. I would say all, it can't hurt. And then you'll see the outcome you need to see. The Ace of Cups will be overflowing. It'll be obvious. And it'll be made obvious by you interacting with this person or people. So you don't have to ask me to narrow it down to one choice. Your own inner guidance will take you to that choice, and it'll be easy to see with the Ace of Cups. And the reason it'll be easy to see is because you'll see who's willing to put in the Eight of Pentacles along with you. Who's willing to meet up with you, interact with you, exchange ideas with you, and show results with their words and actions. That's who the Ace of Cups is. Whether it's just one, only two, maybe 3 out of 5, maybe it's all of them. But you'll be able to see because it'll be shown to you through the people. And I want you to tell me if that makes sense. I don't think every single one of them need to stay in the dynamic. something's going off kilter here. So if I was you, I would meet up with all of them, and then I would allow their words and their actions and their projects to show me who is the Ace of Cups here. But it feels like there's a need for the meetup thing you're talking about in order to change this outcome. And the way the outcome will be changed is with this Eight of Pentacles. You give your Eight of Pentacles and then see who else matches that energy. And that is who the Ace of Cups is, whether it's one, all, or just some of them. But that's how you'll make, the decision will almost be made for you once you invest the Eight of Pentacles, which is the working towards this project or dynamic. Because they'll show you with their actions and words. It'll be kind of like right there in front of you. Let me see if you let me know if this makes sense to you. Because if you choose not to do it, if you choose not to meet up or take that action, this is kind of like headed nowhere fast or going to go off a cliff at some point. That we need to get the timeline back on track to where you want it to be. And that requires you to be the Eight of Pentacles. Can I pull more for characteristics on the emotional fulfilling one? Okay. I have a second deck, so. Characteristics of the emotional fulfilling one. Let's see. Y'all talking all kinds of shit, and it's making me laugh on the inside. My brain is just so tired it can't form the laughter. I'm serious. Emperor, someone who's a take charge kind of person. It doesn't have to be a man. It can be a woman or man, whatever. But the Emperor is someone who has a vision and they're going to act on it. They are all four kings embodied into one. So they're going to be stable. They're going to keep their word. Their words and actions are going to match. They're going to show you with their words and actions. They're an Emperor energy, for God's sake, right? So there's not going to be any playing games with this person. King of Wands, they're going to go after what they want. They're willing to have the actions they take back up the words that come out of their mouth. If they want something, they go after it. You'll see the passion in their work. They're the King of Wands. So you see what I said before still rings true. The Ace of Cups is not going to be something that you're not sure about. It's overflowing. You're going to be opened up to it as long as you put in the work. And then get the other people on the other side to do the same. And when they do that, you're going to be able to easily see who's an Emperor and a King of Wands versus someone who just ain't really got it, who's really going to pull the group down. Who is the strongest links on the chain and who's the weakest? You'll be able to see. It'll be very much observable. It's not going to be something you question, really. Just kind of trust what you see in your gut because it's going to be obvious. The Ace of Cups stands out. It's overflowing with a dove peeking out of it. It's not something that you have to wonder if it's there or not. You know it's there. Or if it's not there, you'll know. And like I said, these people will be willing to back it up with their actions. They'll be passionate about it. And their words will also match. They'll keep their word. So yeah, I don't feel like you're going to have any issues. I don't know, it could be one or multiple. But if you put in the Eight of Pentacles, don't give me the power to tell you which one needs to be addressed. It'll be the one that doesn't show this energy. or multiple ones that don't show this energy. I think you're overthinking it too much. If you're willing to put in the Eight of Pentacles, meet up with this person or people, then you'll be able to fill all that out on your own. That'll be something that you have the knowledge and know-how to see, like with the results that are produced. You see what I'm saying? It won't be like questionable once you do it. Okay. So I feel like this, just saying, don't let this go, the idea to meet up or collaborate in person. Because that's needed to change the outcome of the whole trajectory of the situation. See, Seven of Swords just came out of the bottom, so that's needed, or you're going to be disappointed in the outcome if you don't do that. The Eight of Pentacles. You got to do the Eight of Pentacles. I don't mind you asking other questions, but I want you to take what I'm telling you and put it in. She said Seven of Swords is tea, but I want you to do it. I want you to meet up with these people, because when you do that, it's gonna make sense what I'm saying. You're gonna be able to see it. Like the answers will be there. It'll be obvious. Who is pulling this thing off the path it needs to be on, and who is willing to put the work in as a good team. She says Seven of Swords is tea. Seven of Swords, I can go ahead and tell you what it means now. Like, bam, right now. That Seven of Swords is avoiding the responsibility, avoiding accountability, avoiding putting the work in, not really being passionate enough to help drive the team forward. You see where I'm going with this? Just avoidance of that. So it's not a true vibrational match to the outcome you're wanting. Thank you, Miss Bikini. Hey, Matthew, thank you. I'm going to see if they gave me any updates on the football team. I don't know if they won. She must be asleep. And it just says estimated time of arrival is 2 a.m. and it's 1:21. So I'm going to stay on here about 10 more minutes. And then I'll have 30 minutes to get my stuff together and maybe weight gauge up, get everything put in the car. Thank you, Miss Bikini. It's cozy here. We always come here if hurricanes happen. Like when we have bad weather and stuff, we always come here. We have to go tomorrow and find a homecoming dress. Thank you, Elizabeth. I go like 40 miles an hour on the road going to my house at night because we have deer everywhere. So I'm like an old lady when it comes to driving on that road. Yeah, this will be her first year for going to homecoming. Usually it's a spring fling, so it's a little bit different dress, you know, it's not as dressy. But yeah. I don't feel like it sometimes, Dan, but I just do my best. It's just, like I said, it's just me and my Mountain Dew against the world, man. I want her to look back one day and say, well, Mama did her best. That's all I can say. That's all. The rest of it, I just have to let it flow. Hey, Quintavious. All right. I got another cash app from A Creation, so she about to elaborate on this question. I tried to tell her the answer with one reading. I did. I think you overthinking it. You got to meet up with these people and see who's really taking it serious. More on the emotionally fulfilling emperor. So when you say more, what do you want to know? Can you tell me that? And when I say emotionally fulfilling, we're talking about a art creation. We're talking about this collaboration, this team you want to build, okay? So this is not romantically fulfilling. I'm just telling you, in case you're wondering, this is more about a person who's willing to back up what they're saying they're going to do with the project. Good night, Miss Bikini. I'm about to leave here as soon as I get through with her question, so that way I can get my bag together. And thank you, Dan, and if you get tired, I promise I won't hold it against you. Overthinking it. That's what it is. When you have an Emperor card, it's someone who embodies all four kings, you know. The King of Pentacles, they're grounded, they're stable, they keep their word. The King of Cups, they don't let their emotions run their life. They have deep emotions, but they don't allow them to be they don't allow themselves to be controlled by it. The King of Swords, they're very truthful. They have clarity when they speak. You're only old once, Dan, that's right. The King of Wands, they're very passionate about the ideas and the projects. You know what I'm saying? So if they don't match that, it'll be very obvious to you if you put the work and effort in to meet up with these people. More on the Emperor. Spirit's going to get their stick out. Spirit's going to get a switch. Nine of Pentacles. Justice card. This person is balanced whether or not they do this project. This person is not emotionally, this person is financially stable within themselves. Thank you, B. I don't know what that means, A Creations. How will you know if you can pull a memory so you can know? I don't know what that means. You got to learn to trust yourself. Questioning how you'll know if someone is an emperor. The main thing you need to do is learn what is an emperor, and then you observe that person's actions and words, and that's how you'll know. You can't get all the answers from spirit. You got to learn to trust your gut. You got to learn to trust what you're seeing with your eyes and observing, and be able to tell if someone is balanced and serious with their actions and their words. The Justice card is in the upright because you will know. It will be so obvious you won't have to question it. That came out in the first spread. It will be obvious. Good night, Elizabeth. 4 of Cups, 8 of Cups. You'll immediately see who you need to detach from in the situation, because you know why? You're going to see that it's going to be unfulfilling, no satisfaction in dealing with the weaker links. You're going to see what you need to walk away from immediately. You know what's on you though? Taking the action and doing it. That part is on you. You've got to take conscious thought. You got that part. You're going to see it. It's going to be obvious. The thoughts are going to pop up in your brain when you observe these person right off the bat. But there's also going to be people in the mix that you need to detach from to keep this project from going off the rails and going over the cliff. But you're going to obviously see it. It could possibly even give you negative emotions to deal with them because they're not willing to put the work in. You're going to see that. 9 of Swords, you're overthinking it. And it's going to give you anxiety if you don't stop doing that. You got to make the choice to not do that. This is about that whole self-discipline thing. I struggle with it too, so don't feel bad. It's just part of it. And there is the freaking Ace of Cups again. This came out in your first reading. You're going to know. It's going to be so obvious and out there in your face, but you're not going to know tonight. You're only going to know when you harness the 8 of Pentacles. You have a meeting with this person and people. The Emperor will stick out like a sore thumb. This person is good on their own. They don't even need this project to be successful and balanced in life. It's just going to add to their life because who they are is enough. You see what I'm saying? That's how you know. There will be at least one person in the mix that is a good fit for this situation. And if you don't want it to fall off the rails, you're going to have to put the work in. Meet up, collaborate, and really focus on who they're showing you they are with their words and their actions. Not just who they're saying they are from a distance. At the end of the day, their words and their actions, their consistency will be very obvious. You got to take inventory. And don't overthink it. Let the situation show you. Hierophant, that's your spiritual lesson. That is spirit. That's spirituality. And that's the key. You see the keys at the bottom? That is the key. Allowing the situation to unfold and show you. How will the meeting go with all of them? I feel like some of them either won't show up, or if they do show up, you're not going to be able to use all of them because some of them just aren't really serious about it. And it may be as simple as they won't show up. And if they don't show up, that's enough for you right there. The meeting is going to be as good as the people who show you with their words and actions. So the rest of them are going to be useless to the situation and actually could sabotage the path. Because some of the cards you got in the beginning were very like, this is going nowhere fast. So you're going to have to like change the timeline here and pick the Ace of Cups person. Pick the 9 of Pentacles person. Pick the balanced person here. Someone who's showing you with their actions and words. And remember, in order to recognize it, you must be it first. So be it in your own energy when you come there. That could be your spiritual lesson as well. Being your authentic self, but at the same time giving it 110%, and not being in this energy of anxiety, doubt, worry, and fear, and overthinking it to the point that you self-sabotage your situation with it, right? It's going to be obvious what you need to walk away from and what you need to keep to make this thing successful. If you just lean in and put in the work, you'll come back in a couple months and tell me that it went well and you know what I'm saying. But if you don't, then it's going to go nowhere fast, because everyone here is not for your highest good. Everyone at the meeting, I would be safe to say, with the cards that came out, everyone's possibly not going to show up, and that'll show you the first thing you need to know. Someone that's not even willing to show up and collaborate is not going to be serious enough to do this thing in a successful way, at least. They might be serious enough to do it half-assed, but you want someone who's willing to put in a balanced, true effort. And it's going to have an abundant outcome. That's going to take you putting in that work and seeing who matches that energy. That's what it's going to take. And you're going to have to clean out some garbage along the path. Everybody's not a match for this that's saying they are. That's all I'm saying. Jennifer, I know I need to steal one before I leave, don't I? RIA Creations. I think I gave you all I can give you, baby. And don't donate for a different question. I think you're overthinking it. It's going to be obvious. Your spiritual lesson is to listen to you. That's the key. And allow these people to show you with their words and actions. Thank you, Dan. Pop-Tart, Pop-Tart. Okay, y'all, I have to go because I have to, get all my stuff together and, be ready to get her at 2 a.m., so I have 30 minutes. I'm going to give A Creations an oracle card before I leave, and thank you for hanging out with me forever, Dan. You're going to be tired in the morning all because of me going live for 4 hours. Thank you. I'll let y'all know tomorrow how the dress goes. This is what you got. Your biggest fear just might contain your biggest growth. Your biggest fear might just contain your greatest growth. Let yourself rest. The world will keep spinning. This is about overthinking. I don't think this means necessarily physically rest. Don't overthink it. The greatest growth is becoming that leader person and picking out who is the best for it. Even if you like a person, if they don't have the skills and they're not consistent with their action and words, you know to cut them out of whatever this project is. And it seems like it's something pretty important to you. So just take it serious, but don't overthink it. Try to be like a Queen of Swords in that situation. She's in the upright. She just makes head over heart decisions. She gets rid of what no longer serves for the situation at hand, you know? And then I feel like you can step into that Emperor energy as long as you're not overthinking it and not trusting yourself, because that Ace of Cups will be very obvious. It came out twice, remember? Hold close to your sense of wonder. That means this artistic thing you have going on, lean into that energy. Follow that. That's how you create great things, is by following your curiosity, following things that you wonder about, following things that you want to study, research, go down the rabbit hole like we were talking about earlier. You're on the right track. You just got to trust yourself more and cut out the people, places, and things that don't serve you more. Be more willing to do that, and don't worry about trying to be a people pleaser. If you make a couple people mad along the way, then you're being authentic, then you're doing the right thing. And don't let people make you feel bad for doing what's best for you and your project. Okay? All right. I love y'all. I gotta go pick up my daughter in 30 minutes. So I will see y'all tomorrow, okay? And hopefully we'll have a dress by then. All right. Y'all have a good night and thank y'all for staying in here. All right. Love you. Bye.